Ladies and gents, welcome back. It's been only 3 days since Pierre Poilievre won the Conservative leadership, and Justin Trudeau is already switching gears in preparation for what may be the end of his political career. The results here, 70%, nearly 70% of the vote going to Poilievre. He won nearly all the 338 ridings across Canada, and taking the Conservative leadership position. Now, Justin Trudeau had a speech in giving a very interesting way of congratulating Pierre Poilievre on his victory. We'll listen to him here.
Now is not the time for politicians to exploit fears and to pit people one against the other.
What?
As you all know, the Conservative Party picked a new leader over the weekend. I want to congratulate Mr. Poilievre for becoming the leader of His Majesty's loyal opposition. And we've been making every effort to work with all parliamentarians, and we will continue to do so. But this doesn't mean that we're not going to be calling out highly questionable, reckless economic ideas. What Canadians need.
Wait a second. Highly questionable economic ideas, perhaps maybe like some of your own?
The commitment needs to be a commitment to grow the economy, and the budget will balance itself.
Oh, okay. So this is Viva Frei, obviously, on Twitter, pointing out the budget will balance itself, a famous saying by Justin Trudeau, a politician who doesn't care about economic policy. Here's another one, Viva Frei also pointing out, let's not forget this gem, Trudeau. Forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy.
I don't know. When I think about the biggest, most important economic policy this government, if re-elected, would move forward, you'll forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy. You'll forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy.
Forgive me if I don't think about monetary policy. We're dealing with record inflation. That is a monetary phenomena. So I think you might want to concern yourself with monetary policy, Mr. Justin Trudeau.
Is responsible leadership. Buzzwords, dog whistles, and careless attacks don't add up to a plan for Canadians.
Just by the way, a dog whistle is a buzzword. Just in case you weren't aware.
Attacking the institutions that make our society fair, safe, and free is not responsible leadership. Telling people they can opt out of inflation by investing their savings in volatile cryptocurrencies is not responsible leadership. By the way, anyone who followed that advice would have seen their life savings destroyed. Fighting against vaccines that saved millions of lives, that's not responsible leadership. Opposing the support and investments that have helped save jobs, businesses, and families during the pandemic, that's not responsible leadership.
Well, let's have a look at some of the responsible leadership of Justin Trudeau. Here's Minister Melanie Joly says Liberals will be about hope and hard work while accusing Poilievre of sowing division.
People want, Canadians value good government, and they don't want the polarization they've seen in other countries, including south of the border. So based on that, we'll make sure that we deliver, that we're connected. And meanwhile, for the rest, if Pierre Poilievre wants to go into, division, it's his decision. We'll be about hope and hard work.
So that's the accusation coming from the Liberal camp that Pierre Poilievre is all about division. And wow, here's a quote from Justin Trudeau. Why do we tolerate these people? They're taking up space. We need a final solution. Oh, sorry. No, that was him paraphrasing. Here is actual Trudeau's quote. Sorry, that was funny. Mustache Man saying that. Trudeau is, why do we tolerate these people? They're taking up space. They're racist misogynists who don't believe in science or progress. That's right. Our dear leader, Justin Trudeau, at one point paraphrased Funny Mustache Man. But Unbelievable. But this is what Pierre Poilievre's message was when he won the election here.
From inflation and overtaxation, we will restore Canada's promise in a country where it doesn't matter who you love, or if your name is Smith or Singh, Martin or Mohammed, Chang or Charles. A country where the dreamer, the farmer, the worker, the entrepreneur, the survivor, the fighter, the ones who get knocked down but keep getting back up and keep going can achieve their purpose. A country where the son of a teenage mother adopted by 2 teachers can dare to run for Prime Minister of Canada.
I'm not hearing much division there. I'm not hearing a lot of division, but hey, that's just me. That's just me. Here we got day 2 of Poilievre leading in the Conservatives, and Trudeau Liberals are already worrying that they're too woke and far left. They're absolutely terrified, and with good reason. Here we are, Poilievre victory. Some Liberals hope the party will pivot to the center. Some Liberal MPs are saying that the party needs to refocus as it prepares to go head-to-head against a new brand of Conservatives, including being less woke, according to Radio-Canada. A handful of MPs spoke to the French language arm of the CBC, most on the condition that they won't be named. Wow, they're doing this anonymity because they know the woke crowd will come after them. As the party gathers for a caucus meeting at the coastal resort town of St. Andrews, New Brunswick. This is what's happening in Canada right now. Opinion, Poilievre's landslide win in Quebec could redefine the political landscape. This is why they're afraid. It's unpopular what they're doing, and now there's an actual opposition. It appears that there's actual opposition in our country now. After all the talk of fence mending that would be needed in the aftermath, such as in such a divisive race, Saturday's federal Conservative leadership results put a lot of those assumptions to rest. Not only did Pierre Poilievre win nearly 70% of the points on the first ballot victory against his 4 rivals, he won almost every single one of the country's 338 ridings. In the end, the Conservatives of all stripes overwhelmingly backed Pierre Poilievre, including fiscal conservatives, social conservatives, and party members in Quebec, where he dominated nearly all ridings over his main rival, the province's former premier, Jean Charest. Let's not forget all the people that joined the party to vote for Pierre Poilievre. That may be old NDP voters, that may be old Liberal voters that are completely disaffected and not happy with the course that they've been taking our country. Pierre Poilievre, who is near fluent French speaker, will now have freer reins than his 2 predecessors to prepare his party for a real fight against the Liberals. Each in their own way, the Conservative leaders in the post-Harper years have had a hard time uniting their party and galvanizing enough center-right support from across the country. Both Andrew Scheer and Aaron O'Toole, the Tool, Quebec was a region where they struggled to capture the hearts and minds, a weak link holding them back from becoming prime minister. But the new window might be opening for the Conservatives to win over Quebec, giving them a genuine chance at returning to power. How did the Liberals try winning over Quebec? Well, let's have a look. This is what they did to win over Quebec. This was them ripping families apart during the holiday season over social distancing rules. This is how strict things got in Quebec at the time. This is police showing up at the doors of people's homes to take them out of their homes. And these are the federal policies that people don't want back. This is not popular. This is not the Canada that people want to see. Thanks to Charest's gracious concession speech, Pierre Poilievre now has a key ingredient for success that both Scheer and Toole fundamentally lacked: an unquestionably united party, including support from Quebec. Poilievre's landslide win across the provinces instantly pushed aside the idea of another group re-splitting the right. And then again, this is opinion. This is an opinion article. Maxime Bernier's chances of keeping his People's Party of Canada alive are now in doubt. Anyone with a desire to create an entirely new, more centrist Conservative Party needed Poilievre to suffer resounding loss in Quebec, so that a case could be made that he would never be able to win over the province's power brokers and voters. The opposite happened. So not looking good for Maxime Bernier. I know there's a lot of fans of Maxime Bernier on the channel, but this is where we have months and months now to make these discussions and put this stuff forward. But it's not looking good when you have a united Conservative Party and actual opposition to the Liberals, which is why a lot of people went to the CPC in the first place, because they just were not representing their viewpoints and what they wanted to put forward. Another article here from the Star Opinion: Trudeau will not leave Canada in Poilievre's hand. Wow, what a statement. I replied to this on Twitter saying, as anti-democratic as this blackface-wearing trust fund baby is, the decision whether Poilievre takes the lead is not up to him. It's up to the voting public. Justin Trudeau has PPEnvy. And this became the trend of the day. Well, it wasn't trending yet, but a lot of people are latching onto the PPEnvy hashtag. So get out there on Twitter and use that. Our current blackface prime minister received 80,000 votes to win the leadership back in 2013. Pierre Poilievre received 300,000. Justin's got a serious case of PPEnvy right now. Absolutely. And they should be scared, because that is an astronomical amount of people to turn out for a party election. That is the conservative leadership race. Not that many people turned out for the Liberals, and you can see. And this is on the back that the Liberals membership is free. You can get in there and vote all you want. Liberals on Twitter calling Pierre Poilievre skinny Trump. That's the hashtag that was trending yesterday. 300,000 vote landslide win for the leadership. Liberals with a bad case of PPEnvy. A lot of people having fun with that hashtag. But I'll leave you guys with that one now. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this whole scenario. Is this a shoo-in for the Conservatives? Or do you think that this is an uphill battle still at this point? If there was an election tomorrow, we don't know if there's going to be an election tomorrow or in 2 years, but we know that there is a united Conservative movement in Canada at this point, or at least a movement against the Liberals and what the NDP has been doing in their quasi coalition with them. Anyway, leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that now, and hit that notification bell. It lets you know when I go live. Sometimes I do extra live streams when I get somebody to come on and have a chat with me. So get on that, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.